Have you ever pondered the difference between Hamas and Palestine? They are two distinct entities, yet their identities often blur in public discourse. Today, we unravel the complexity of this matter, shedding light on recent events to provide a clear understanding of the situation. Before we delve into the political intricacies, let's take a moment to understand the human cost of this conflict. The daily life of Palestinians is marked by constant struggles and hardships. From restricted access to basic necessities like water and electricity, to the ever-looming fear of violence, the Palestinian people face immense challenges every day. Images of cramped living conditions, long queues at checkpoints, and children walking past damaged buildings on their way to school paint a grim picture of the reality on the ground. The impact of the conflict on the civilian population is profound and far-reaching, affecting every aspect of their lives. Imagine a life where your freedom is curtailed, where your movements are restricted, where the fear of losing your home is a constant threat. This is the reality for many Palestinians. The conflict has also taken a heavy toll on the mental health of the population, especially among the youth who have known nothing but conflict and strife. As we navigate the complex world of Middle Eastern politics, it's essential to remember the human side of this story. The Palestinians, often caught in the crossfire, bear the brunt of this ongoing conflict. As we move forward, let's hold on to this perspective, to always remember the human cost of political decisions and actions. As we entered February of 2022, a significant shift occurred in the Palestinian. Two key figures emerged as potential successors to Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas within the Palestine Liberation Organization, or PLO. Hussein al-Sheikh, a trusted confidant of Abbas, was given an influential role within the PLO's executive committee, and Rawi Fatou, another Abbas aide, was positioned to lead the PLO's paramount decision-making body, the National Council. These appointments had substantial implications for the Palestinian people, indicating a possible continuation of Abbas's policies. However, such changes were not universally embraced. The Islamist movements, Hamas and Jihad for instance, declined the invitation to the meeting. Instead, they called for power-sharing reforms, thus reflecting a growing sentiment sections of the Palestinian society for a more inclusive and equitable political system. These calls for reform highlight the potential for significant shifts in the political landscape and underscore the impact these leadership decisions could have on the lives of the Palestinian people. Transitioning to May of that same year, we see the International Committee of the Red Cross raising a voice for de-escalation in the clash between Israel and the Hamas-controlled Gaza Strip. The committee underlines that international humanitarian law forbids direct and indiscriminate attacks against civilians. This call for peace didn't go unheard. The United States responded by implementing sanctions with the goal of disrupting Hamas's funding. However, these measures had a significant impact on the Palestinian people. The sanctions, aiming to weaken Hamas, inadvertently intensified the suffering of the people of Palestine, who were already reeling under the conflict. The call for de-escalation, while noble and necessary, seemed to fall on deaf ears as the crisis continued unabated, further escalating the hardship faced by civilians. In light of recent events, Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Cavusoglu proclaimed in March of 2023 that a gas pipeline project between Turkey and Israel isn't feasible in the near future. This proclamation has direct implications for the Palestinian people, as it further adds to the complexities of their geopolitical landscape. Amidst the backdrop of Turkey and Israel's endeavors to enhance their bilateral ties, with energy cooperation being a prospective area of collaboration, this decision can potentially influence the socio-economic conditions and political stability of the Palestinian territories. Taking a closer look, the intricacy of the situation involving Hamas and Palestine, as seen from the perspective of the Palestinian people, is deeply entrenched in divisions of politics, power struggles, and international interactions. Hamas, an Islamist political entity, undeniably holds a prominent position in the political milieu of Palestine. However, it's vital to understand that it doesn't symbolize the entirety of Palestine, which is a region distinctly defined by geography and populated by a diverse range of people and political groups. Moreover, the conflict between Israel and Hamas has wider reverberations, often affecting the broader Palestinian population, resulting in tragic civilian losses. Many Palestinian civilians feel the grave consequences of this conflict, with their lives and homes on the line. International like the Red Cross appeal for de-escalation and compliance with international humanitarian law in a bid to safeguard these civilians, a call that echoes deeply within the Palestinian community. In the sphere of international relations, the interaction between nations such as Turkey and Israel has a substantial impact on the Palestinian people, with possible energy cooperation serving as a crucial element. In conclusion, it is paramount to understand the difference between Hamas and Palestine to grasp the complex dynamics of the Middle Eastern political landscape. However, above all, it is of profound importance to recognize and comprehend the plight of the Palestinians in the context of the ongoing conflict. The stories, struggles, and resilience of the people signify that political entities and territories are not synonymous with their inhabitants. As such, a nuanced understanding is key to appreciating the full gravity of the situation in the region.